Welcome to my New Year's resolution that I made for 2021 that is called the album listenings of 2021. That is a year goal, listening to as many albums I can for 2021. I've listened to approximately 486 albums for the year, and let's get started with all the albums that I got to. Starting off for 2021, being the first 10 choices I've picked for my New Year's resolution is Nectar by Joji, being album number 1 for 2021. Number 2 is The Listening by Light. Then number 3 is Kiss Me in the Rain by Jesse Frey. Verte New Skins album is my number 4 album for 2021. Number 5 is Free Wired by Far East Movement. Then for this band's album's 37th anniversary is Van Halen's album 1984, being my number 6. Number 7 is Because They're in It by Childish Gambino. Number 8 is Lust, Love, Faith Plus Dreams by 30 Seconds to Mars. Number 9 goes to Black Holes and Revelations by Muse. Then my number 10th album for 2021 is Meteorola by Linkin Park. To albums 11 to 39, we'll kick it off with album number 11 for 2021 being Muse by Polyphia. Now we're gonna start with these bundle updates of my listening that are albums number 12 being Ty Carter 3 by Lil Wayne. Number 13 is Give the Drummer Some by Travis Barker. Number 14 is Under Soil and Dirt by The Story So Far. And album number 15 for 2021 is Teenage Dream by Katy Perry. The next bundle for my update is album number 16 for 2021 being The Last Exit by Still Corners. Number 17 is If Music Were Real by Smosh. Number 18 is Jason Derulo by Jason Derulo. Number 19 is 808s and Heartbreak by Kanye West. Then number 20 is Heartburn by Angie. The next bundle for my listening is with number 21, Man on the Moon, The End of Days by Kid Cudi. Album number 22 is Queen of the Clouds by Tove Lo. 23 is Enema of the State by Blink-182. And album number 24 for 2021 is Flowers for Vases, Descansos by Hayley Williams. Now to album number 25 is Don't Stony by Post Malone. Number 26 is Dead Thrones by The Divorce Prada. Now for album number 27, that's for the 27 Club, I've listened to Back to Black by Amy Winehouse. Then number 28 is Davios by Computer Magic. Now these 4 records was for Valentine's Day albums of love, and album 29 is Boys Like Girls by Boys Like Girls. Number 30 is You Are Someone Else by Fickle Friends. 31 is No Shame by Billie Allen, and album number 32 for 2021 is Freetown Sound by Blood Orange. Still climbing to 39, we got album number 33 for 2021 being Hurry Up We're Dreaming by M83. Album number 34 is Hannah Durrell by Hannah. Hell Is What You Make It by Breeze Carolina is album number 35. Number 36 is Dance by Computer Magic. And album 37 for 2021 is Somewhere in Between by Verte. As we're climbing to 39, we'll also transition to Las Vegas music scene local musicians. So album number 38 is Unwritten by Natasha Bedingfield. Number 39 is Beauty Behind the Madness by The Weeknd. Now starting with the musicians I work with, we're going to start off with album number 40 for 2021 being Element Oni by Oni Inc. Then number 41 is Outstanding Times by 17 Below. Number 42 is Revolution by Burnout Society. Number 43 is The Flying Machine by Apex Apathy. Number 44 is Octopus Woman by Pure Joy People. Number 45 is The Monkey's Paw by Spiritual Shepherd. Number 46 is Labyrinth by We Give It Hell. Number 47 is Until Tomorrow by Almost Awake. Number 48 is Perpetual Motion by Glee Club. Number 49 is A Home We've Never Seen by Pariah Was One. Transitioning to my synthesizer kicks with synth pop and synthwave artists. So we'll kick this off with album number 50 for 2021 being The Absurdity of Human Existence by Dance CM. Number 51 is Outrun US version by Kavinsky. Number 52 is Gunship by Gunship. And number 53 is Strange Pleasures by Still Corners. Still going on with synthesizer kicks with Dream Pop. We got number 54 is Cigarette After Sex by Cigarette After Sex. Number 55 is Moss by Chairlift. 56 is Time by Mr. Kitty. And album number 57 for 2021 is Instinct by Nicki and the Dove. A couple more synthesizer kicks is album number 58 for 2021 being Kill for Love by Chromatics, and number 59 is Dark Hearts by Annie. Before we transition to this next segment of my listening, you know how in a poetry class you're supposed to express your emotion? Whenever class starts for poetry, I like to say it's time to be emo. So this next segment is my emo night listening, and my first record for this is album number 60 is Fallen by Evanescence. Number 61 is 1X by 3 Days Grace. Number 62 is Dark Light by Him. And album 63 for 21 is World Collide by Apocalyptica. Then number 64 is Getting Away with Murder by Papa Roach. Then number 65 is The Poison by Bullet for My Valentine. And my last album for this emo night is Iowa by Slipknot. I'm going pink with these next albums. That is album number 67 for 2021 being The New Classic by Iggy Azalea. Album number 68, that is pre-69, that is Pink Season by Pink Guy. The 69 album, that is album 69 with Turtleneck and Chains by The Lonely Island. Back to the Pink albums, that is album number 70 being Not Pushing Daisies by Angie. And the final Pink album is album number 71 being Hot Pink by Doja Cat. Let's get to another album kick being the Singer Kick albums, starting with number 72 being Control by SZA. Number 73 being How I'm Feeling Now by Charlie XCX. Number 74 is Animal Expanded Edition by Kesha. Album number 75 is Blackout by Britney Spears. Number 76 is 1000 Forms of Fear by Sia. Number 77 is Melodrama by Lorde. Number 78 is Good Girl Gone Bad Reloaded by Rihanna. And the last Singer Kick album is album number 79 is Falling Into You by Celine Dion. To the era of glam rock, we're starting with album number 80 being Open Up and Say Ah by Poison. Number 81 is Toys in the Attic by Aerosmith. Number 82 is Feel the Steel by Steel Panther. Number 83 is Skid Row by Skid Row. Number 84 is This Is Spinal Tap by Spinal Tap. And the last glam rock album is Vixen by Vixen. These next four records are from the 60s, so this will be my 60s rock listening, and I'm starting it with album number 86 being Pink Floyd with their album The Dark Side of the Moon, and it was really cool to finally listen to Pink Floyd in full at this time. Then following Pink Floyd is album number 87, that is Moving Pictures by Rush. Number 88 is Led Zeppelin by Led Zeppelin, and lastly number 89 is Electric Ladyland by Jimi Hendrix. Now I'm climbing to 100 albums, and it start with album number 90 being Time, Love, and Tenderness by Michael Bolton. Number 91 is No Doubt by No Doubt. Then this bundle updates of my listening is with album number 92 is The Chronic by Dr. Dre. Number 93 is Victim of Love by Elton John. Album number 94 is Post by Bjork. Number 95 is OK Computer by Radiohead. And number 96 is The Velvet Rose by Janet Jackson. Number 97 is Astro Lounge by Smash Mouth. Number 98 is My Love Is Your Love by Whitney Houston. Number 99 is Mercurial by Fear of Static, and it only took me pretty much around 6 months to get to the 100th album. That is Backstreet Boys by Backstreet Boys. As for Backstreet Boys, we're getting into boy bands X girls group, and it's starting out with album number 101 being The Cheetah Girls 2 by The Cheetah Girls. Number 102 is Monkey Business by Black Eyed Peas. Number 103 is No Strings Attached by NSYNC. And I had to go to one of the friends I knew that is obsessed with BTS. So thanks to Erica for recommending me BTS best album, that is Wings by BTS, being album number 104. Number 105 is Spice by Spice Girls. Number 106 is Up All Night by One Direction, and it took me all this time to finally listen to One Direction. Number 107 is The Writings on the Wall by Destiny's Child. Number 108 is Straight Outta Compton by NWA. Number 109 is It Was All a Dream by Dream. Transitioning to my albums 110 to 127, this kicks off with number 110 being Soul in a Cage by Steve McCoy. Number 111 is Tourist History by Two Door Cinema Club. Number 112 is The English Riviera by Metronome. Number 113 is Lust for Life by Lana Del Rey. Number 114 is Sudden Feelings by Half Noise. Number 115 is Slow Air by Still Corners. Then number 116 is Ocean Avenue by Yellow Card. And Yellow Card is Jerry Trevino's number one favorite band. Number 117 is Young Americans by David Bowie. Number 118 is Astroworld by Travis Scott. Number 119 is Solar Power by Lorde. Now with these bundle updates, number 120 is Bangers by Miley Cyrus. Number 121 is 2 by The Sundrop Garden. Number 122 is Demon Season by Oni Inc. And number 123 is Life as a Dog by K-Flay. Number 124 is Night Drive by Chromatics. Number 125 is Appeal to Reason by Rise Against. And number 126 is RNG, Rhythm, and Gangsta, the Masterpiece by Snoop Dogg. And as we're closing the albums 110 to 127, this is also the start of another singer kick. Number 127 is Total Brutal by Austrian Death Machine. Number 128 is Prism by Katy Perry. Number 129 is Yours Truly by Ariana Grande. And number 130 is Taylor Swift by Taylor Swift. Next to my sister number one favorite band, that is album number 131. That is Selfish Machines by Pierce the Veil. Two Lights album 10-year anniversary for Siberia, and it's my album number 132. Back with the singer kick, starting with album number 133 being Lights by Ellie Goulding. Album number 134 is The Duchessness by Furry. Number 135 is Scorpion by Eve, and album number 136 is The Cookbook by Missy Elliott. These next three albums plus one is a few hip-hop albums mood, and Green Bay Packer Week 6 win with Bring Me the Horizon. This starts off with album number 137 being Irresistible by Greaves. Number 138 is The Eminem Show by Eminem. Number 139 is The Massacre by 50 Cent. And number 140 is That's the Spirit by Bring Me the Horizon. A couple albums up next are for the Packers win albums. That is album number 141 being Arrival and Departures by Silverstein, and 142 is Unbreakable by My Children, My Bride. To my middle school listening, and there will be more of it down the road, we'll start with album number 143. That is Dear Diary, My Angus Has a Body Count by From First to Last. Transitioning to the first time I've heard of them after all these years, that is the WU-TANG Clan. That is my album number 144. That is Enter the Wu-Tang 36 Chambers by Wu-TANG Clan. Still with the Wu-TANG Clan and a Ludacris mood with this bundle of tweets that starts with album number 145 is RZA as Bobby Digital by RZA. Number 146 is Iron Man by Ghostface Killah. Number 147 is The Breakthrough by Mary J. Blige. And number 148 is Words of Mouth by Ludacris. The next 6 albums are my high school listening, and to start with this is album number 149 is Reckless and Relentless by Asking Alexandria, and number 150 is Stand Up and Scream by Asking Alexandria. Number 151 is Dear Love, A Beautiful Discord by The Divorce Prada. Number 152 is The World Outside by I Set to Kill. Number 153 is This War Is Ours by Skip the Fate. Number 154 is New Demons by Icy Stars. A detour from a high school listening to a Packers Win album, that is album number 155, is About That Life by Attila. To starting spooky season haunting sound, that is album number 156, is Scream by Tokyo Hotel. Back to the middle school listening, starting with album number 157, that's Phobia by Breaking Benjamin, and number 158 is Volume 3, The Subliminal Verses by Slipknot. And back to the high school listening, starting with album number 159 is Ruination by Jafar Cowboy. Number 160 is Suicide Season by Bring Me the Horizon. Number 161 is The Cleansing by Suicide Silence. Number 162 is Desolation of Eden by Chelsea Grin. Number 163 is Decimate the Weak by Winds of Plague. This record is not an LP, it's an EP. So we'll go on to the actual 164 album, that is Agony by Flesh God Apocalypse. Number 165 is Dead in My Arms by Carnifex. And number 166 is The Death Album by Deathclock. These next 2 albums will finish up with the middle school listening, and for album number 167 I'll go to Google Translate for the name, that is
Sensa
by Rammstein, and number 168 is Untitled by Korn. As I'm getting to the end of October, I'll be finishing up the spooky season haunting sound, starting with album number 169 being Hillbilly Deluxe by Rob Zombie. Number 170 is Odyssey and Oracle by The Zombies. Number 171 is An Ocean Between Us by As I Lay Dying. Number 172 is Ready to Die by The Notorious Big. Number 173 is Blizzard of Oz by Ozzy Osbourne. Album number 174 is Awakening by Bless the Fall. Number 175 is There's Only Chasing Safety by Under Oath. Number 176 is Pedals for Armor by Hayley Williams. Number 177 is Avenged Sevenfold by Avenged Sevenfold. Number 178 is Scream Aim Fire by Bullet for My Valentine. And the last album for spooky season haunting sound is album number 179 is He's Death by Oni Inc. Getting into the month of November, I've listened to 118 albums the entire month for New Music November of albums I found off of Wikipedia. So starting this will be album number 180 being It's a Beautiful Day and I Love You by Juliet Johnson. Number 181 is Welfare Jazz by Viagra Boys. Number 182 is Drunk Tank Pink by Shame. Number 183 is Unbothered by Little Skies. Number 184 is Sympathetic Magic by Typhoon. Number 185 is 2 by LNZNDRF. Number 186 is Home by Rye. Album number 187 is Silver Dream by Moon Taxi. Number 188 is Too Mean to Die by Accept. Number 189 is For the First Time by Black Country New Road. Album number 190 is Who Am I by Pale Waves. Number 191 is Death by Rock and Roll by The Pretty Reckless. Album number 192 is Rusalka plus Back to Nature by Hizaki. Number 193 is An Overview on Phenomenal Nature by Cassandra Jenkins. Number 194 is Terra Firma by Tosh Sultana. Number 195 is A Billion Little Lights by Wild Pink. Number 196 is War by The Alarm. Number 197 is North Star by Enherger. Number 198 is Little Oblivions by Julian Baker. Number 199 is Choices by Lucy Spraggins. And number 200 goes to The Exciting Sounds of Manhattan Street Band by Manhattan Street Band. I'll start building up some enthusiasm for all these new music I've discovered in November from Wikipedia. So starting with 201 is Negro Sapiens by Bass. Number 202 is Narratius by Chevelle. Number 203 is The Art of Losing by The Anchoress. And this album was pretty cool for being like an Oprah album that was quite long but worth listening to. So that is album number 204 is The Metal Opera by Magnus Carlsen by Heart Healer. Number 205 is Obviously by Lake Street Drive. And I like the singer from this band because she has such a firm voice that could remind me of Amy Winehouse. Number 206 is Roses by The Paper Kites, and they're a pretty cool band to listen to for the first time. This raw sounding album that is number 207 is Really From by Really From. Number 208 is written and directed by Black Honey, and album number 209 is Die for Respect by DDG, and Impatient by DDG is one of my favorite rap songs of 2021. Album number 210 is Down to Earth by Gentleman's Dub Club, and number 211 is Chemtrails Over the Country Club is by Lana Del Rey. Album number 212 was cool listening to some excellent jazz music. That is The Bitter Earth by Veronica Swift. These next couple of albums are albums number 213 is My Savior by Carrie Underwood, and album number 214 is For Lovers by Death from Above 1979. Number 215 is The Bitter Truth by Evanescence. Number 216 is Dream Weapon by Genghis Tron. Number 217 is Fur Wave by Hanapeel. Number 218 is Cloud, the mixtape by NF. Number 219 is Tonic Immobility by Tomahawk. Number 220 is Sketchy Period by Tune Yards. Number 221 is Half Drunk Under a Full Moon by The Fertilles. Number 222 is Lee Lines Eons by Igloo Ghost. Number 223 is WL by The Snuts. Number 224 is Legacy by Vice Tone. Album number 225 is Justice by Justin Bieber, and I hope he wins Best Pop Album at the Grammys for 2022. Number 226 is Vultures Die Alone by Arion. Album number 227 is Phoenix by Charlotte Cardin. Number 228 is The Supporting Character by Emmy Kenny. Number 229 is Promenade Blue by Nick Waterhouse. Number 230 is Cheap Dreams by Small Black. Album number 231 is Fearless, Taylor's Version by Taylor Swift. Number 232 is The Battle at Gardens Gate by Greta Van Fleet. Number 233 is The Greatest Mistakes of My Life by Holding Absent. And they were pretty good to find for New Music November. That will eventually become my favorite for 2022. Number 234 is California Soil by London Grammar. And for these bundle of albums, which are 3, that is number 235 is Let the Bad Time Roll by The Offspring. Number 236 is God Save the Rave by Scooter. And they're pretty good EDM artists to find in New Music November. Then album number 237 is From the Streets to the Sweets by Snoop Dogg. And for these couple of albums, our number 238 is Dirty Honey by Dirty Honey, and number 239 is Past the Hour by Imelda May. Number 240 is Surface Sounds by Kaleo. These next 4 albums is starting with number 241 is Shelly FK Dram by Shelly FK Dram. Number 242 is Cry Forever by Amy Shark. Number 243 is Rose Gold by Ashley Monroe. And number 244 is Daisy by Big Scary. And they were pretty good co-op musicians making such a great album. Following up is number 245 is Young Heart by Birdie. And this was a great find. This album was pretty awesome. That is album number 246 is Cake Pop 2 by Cake Pop. Number 247 is Ice Melt by Crumb. And following that, we got these 3 albums that are album number 248 is Turn Up That Dial by Dropkick Murphy. Number 249 is Upside Down by The Electric Boys. And 250 is If I Could Make It Go Quiet by Girl in Red. To album number 251 is Not in Chronological Order by Julia Michaels. Number 252 is Wrestling by Kyuka. These next 3 bundle of albums is number 253 is The Million Mask of God by Manchester Orchestra. Number 254 is Crooked Machine by Rosalind Murphy. And 255 is Typhoons by Royal Blood. Next is album number 256 is Endless Arcade by Teenage Club. And this album is quite the long name. That is album number 257 is A Touch of the Beat Gets You Up on Your Feet, Gets You Out, and Then Into the Sun by Ali and AJ. These next couple of albums are 258, that is Ashlyn by Ash, and 259 is Whole Damn Body by Los Campesinos, and to number 260 is Seek Shelter by Ice Age. Climbing to 271, that's Between the Riches by Fiddlehead. Number 272 is Sparkles and Debris by Lydia Ainsworth. Number 273 is January Flowers by Matt Kearney. Number 274 is Sour by Olivia Rodrigo. Number 275 is Versatile by Pop Evil. And they're a really good alternative metal band to find from Wikipedia. These next 3 bundle of albums are album number 276 for 2021. That is Ready Is Always Too Late by Sinead Harnett. Number 277 is You Hear Georgia by Blackberry Smoke. And number 278 is The Fool by Blade. These next bundle of a couple of albums are number 279 is Creatures of the Dark Realm by Bloodbound, and 280 is Exodus by DMX. Wrapping up New Music November via Wikipedia with the final 18 album. We're getting this finalized with number 281, that is Life's a Beach by Easy Life. This next album was a pretty good synthwave album find. That is album number 282 for 2021. That is Lustful Sacraments by the Perturbator. Number 283 is Godzilla by the Veronicas. And this bundle of couple of albums are number 284, that is Jubilee by Japanese Breakfast. And as she's a Grammy nominated for New Artist, this next album is number 285, that is Arrows by Red Fang. And they're a pretty great band to discover. And I really felt at church with this holy album. That is number 286 is Godsend by Riley Clemens. These next 4 bundle of albums are number 287 is Nowhere Generation by Rise Against. Number 288 is To the Power of 8 by Van Canto. Number 289 is Blue Weekend by Wolf Alice, and they sound really great. And 290 is Remedy by Azure Ray. These next 3 bundle of albums are number 291, that is The Juice Box by Emotional Oranges. Number 292 is No Gods, No Masters by Garbage. And number 293, and it's like 2:38 a.m. recording this, that is Insomnia by Islands. Next is number 294 is A Few Stars Apart by Luke Nelson and Promise of the Real. And the final 4 from New Music November via Wikipedia are number 295, that is Mammoth Wolfgang Van Halen by Mammoth Wolfgang Van Halen. Number 296 is Ancient Dreams in a Modern Land by Marina. Number 297 is Transmute by Press to Meko. And finally, Path to Wellness by Sleater Kenny. Transitioning to these next 5 albums for heavy metal, that are number 299 is Ride the Lightning remastered by Metallica. Number 300 is Rust in Peace by Megadeth. Number 301 is British Steel by Judas Priest. Number 302 is The Numbers of the Beast by Iron Maiden. And number 303 is Appetite for Destruction by Guns N' Roses. 2 rock band legends with these 4 bundle of albums, starting with number 304 is Aftermath by the Rolling Stones. Number 305 is A Night at the Opera by Queen. Number 306 is Invisible Touch by Genesis. And number 307 is Paranoid by Black Sabbath. Still with rock band legends, transitioning to solo rock stars with these couple of bundle of albums. That is number 308 is Abbey Road by the Beatles, and number 309 is She's the Boss by Mick Jagger. Number 310 is Purple Rain by Prince. And these next couple of albums are number 311 is Imagine by John Lennon, and number 312 is Face Value by Phil Collins. And lastly, we got Slash by Slash being album number 313 for 2021. Crowning these next albums being King music, we're starting with album number 314 is What a Wonderful World by Louis Armstrong. That's the king of jazz. 315 is Recovery by Eminem. That he's the king of hip hop. Number 316 is the dance album by Carl Perkins, and he's the king of rockabilly. Now to the king of crunk, that is Little John with his Crunk Rock album. That is my album number 317 for 2021. Now these next 3 King bundle of albums is starting with number 318 is Thriller by Michael Jackson, and he's the king of pop. Number 319 is Straight Outta Linewood by Weird Al, and he's the king of parody. Number 320 is Always Never the Same by George Strait, and he's the king of country. Number 321 is Paper Trails by T.I., and he's the king of the South, or Southern rap. Number 322 is From Elvis in Memphis by Elvis Presley, and he's the king of rock and roll. And finally, with the last king music, is album number 323 is Faith by George Michael, and he's another artist that is a king of pop, and that is also my mom's favorite artist. Next to these 5 celebrity music albums, starting with number 324 is True That by Michael Cera. These next 2 bundle of albums are number 225 being Anywhere I Lay My Head by Scarlett Johansson, and number 326 is The Pick of Destiny by Tenacious D. Album number 327 is Jennifer Love Hewitt by Jennifer Love Hewitt, and the last celebrity music album is number 328 is Inside Out by Amy Razum. To my CD collection, this is starting with album number 329 being Little Machines by Lights. Number 330 is Solutions by K-Flay. Number 331 is No Time to Bleed by Suicide Silence. Number 332 is I Am by Texas in July. Number 333 is Together Apart by Greaves. These bundle of albums, being 4 of them, is number 334 is Walkways by Pharaoh. Number 335 is Everywhere is Somewhere by K-Flay. Number 336 is The Black Crown by Suicide Silence, and number 337 is To Those Left Behind by Bust the Fall. And as I started, and now we're ending with number 338 with Lights being Skin and Earth album for my CD collection. Transitioning to the important albums to count to 365 days. That is album number 339. That's Professional Rapper by Lil Dicky. As we're out of the corrections for these number counts of the past 2 albums that ended up being extended plays, we're starting with number 340 being What Are You So Scared Of by Tonight Alive. Number 341 is Skate by Journey, and number 342 is Little Voices by Sarah Bareilles. To these next couple of albums, that is number 343 being Now You're Gone, the album by Bass Hunter, and number 344 is Lax by The Game. Following that is another 3 bundle of albums, that is with number 345 being Underclass Hero by Sum 41. Number 346 is Burn by Havoc, and number 347 is With Love by Christina Grimmie. To these next 2 bundle of albums are number 348 is As Daylight Dies Special Edition by Killswitch Engage, and Battle of the Sexes by Ludacris. To these 3 albums that are number 350 is All's Well That Ends Well by Chiodos. Number 351 is In the Wee Small Hours by Frank Sinatra, and number 352 is Blue Slide Park by Mac Miller. To these next 2 important albums that are number 353 is Red Headed Lock by Big Chocolate, and number 354 is Ashes of the Wake by Lamb of God. Number 355 is All Eyes on Me by Tupac. Number 356 is Merry Christmas by Mariah Carey. Getting with my middle school important albums, that is number 357 is Dying Is Your Latest Fashion by Escape the Fate. And this is one of my summer mood from 2013 when every weekend was to get lucky. That is with number 358 is Random Access Memories by Daft Punk. Number 359 is The End by the Black Eyed Peas. And this is my first time ever listening to this album, and it was such a good experience. That is with number 360 is My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy by Kanye West. And now with my number 1 favorite band, and reserving older albums for last to count to 365 365 Days. That is with number 361 is All We Know Is Falling by Paramore. Number 362 is Riot by Paramore. And I actually don't own this album yet, even though I take forever to buy this album as to owning all their studio albums. And this is with album number 363 for 2021 being Brand New Eyes by Paramore. Number 364 is Paramore by Paramore, and the self-titled era was amazing. And lastly, for the important albums to count to 365 days is number 365 is After Laughter by Paramore. As for listening to 365 albums for the year of 2021. Now, this is all an Encore Extension Run from December 17 until the end of last year. So this Encore kicks off with album number 366 for 2021 being Encore by Eminem. Now to Eurodance. And we're starting with album number 367 is Before the Storm by Darude. Number 368 is Scatman's World by Scatman John. And as with Eurodance 2 fueled by Ramen bands, this is with these three bundle of albums. That is starting off with number 369 is Evacuate the Dance Floor by Cascada. Number 370 is Bo Cutefish by Underworld. And number 371 is The Paper Cut Chronicles 2 by Gym Class Heroes. Still with just a couple of Fueled by Ramen bands to Vans Warped Tour with these four bundle of albums. That is starting with album number 372 is Fix at Zero by Versa Merge. Number 373 is Infinity on High by Fall Out Boy. Number 374 is Hold On Tight by Hey Monday. And number 375 is Best Intentions reissue by We Are the In Crowd. To these next four albums, that is with album number 376 is We the Kings by We the Kings. Number 377 is Simple Plan by Simple Plan. Number 378 is Flocka Avelli by Waka Flocka. And number 379 is Want by 303. To number 380 is Ready, Fire, Aim by T Mills. To number 381 is The Fallout by Crown the Empire. Number 382 is This Could Be Heartbreak by The Amity Affliction. These two next albums are number 383 is Homesick by A Day to Remember, and number 384 is We Will All Evolve by Our Last Night. And with this record for album number 385 was highly suggested by Jerry Trevino, and this is his most influential record, being his number one favorite by Yellowcard. That is Lift a Cell by Yellowcard. To these next two albums, that is with album number 386 is with Roots Above and Branches Below by The Devil Wears Prada, and number 387 is Disgusting by Beartooth. These four bundle of albums for the Vans Warped Tour is number 388 is Around the World and Back by State Champs. Number 389 is Real Talk by Man Overboard. Number 390 is Listen and Forgive by Transit. Number 391 is Life's Not Out to Get You by Neck Deep. Number 392 is Composure by Real Friends. Climbing with these next four bundle of albums is number 393 is Sticks and Stones by Newfound Glory. Number 394 is So Wrong, It's Right by All Time Low. Number 395 is Take Off Your Pants and Jacket by Blink-182. And number 396 is The Drug in Me Is You by Falling in Reverse. With even more four albums bundle, that is with number 397 is Outlawed by Attila. Number 398 is The Story So Far by The Story So Far. Number 399 is Perseverance by Hatebreed. And number 400 is Collide with the Sky by Pierce the Veil. And this was supposed to be my actual 400 album, but I miscounted. But it's still a statistic that it is album number 401 for 2021, being Hollowed Bodies by Bless the Fall. To this small intermission of Disney music with these 3 albums, that is with number 402 is A Year Without Rain by Selena Gomez and The Scene. Number 403 is Metamorphosis by Hilary Duff. And number 404 is Jonas Brothers by Jonas Brothers. To 90s rock now with these 7 albums, and we'll start with number 405 is Nevermind by Nirvana. Number 406 is Super Unknown by Soundgarden. Number 407 is Facelift by Alice in Chains. And number 408 is Sublime by Sublime. Number 409 is The Color and the Shape by Foo Fighters. Number 410 is The Battle of Los Angeles by Rage Against the Machine. And number 411 is Short Bus by Filter. From the 90s rock to the 2000 rock, we'll start this new era of music with number 412 being First Impression of Earth by The Strokes. To the Christmas Day music, we got number 413 is Christmas by Michael Bublé. Now back to 2000 rocks with these 4 bundle of albums that are with number 414 is Bleed American by Jimmy Eats World. Number 415 is Move Along by the All American Rejects. Number 416 is All the Right Reasons by Nickelback. And 417 is Flyleaf by Flyleaf. And these next 2 albums are number 418 is Good Morning Arrival by Good Charlotte. And 419 is Finding Beauty in Negative Spaces by Seether. To these 3 albums, that is with number 420 is Come Clean by Puddle of Mud. Number 421 is Them Versus You Versus Me by Finger 11. And number 422 is Saving Abel by Saving Abel. Now to number 423 is American Idiot by Green Day. And with these 3 bundle of albums, that is with number 424 is Let Go by Avril Lavigne. Number 425 is All Killer No Filler by Sum 41. And number 426 is Her by PJ Harvey. And the last 2000 rock, that is with number 427 is 18 and 18 B-Sides by Moby. To these 2000s male singers, I have listened to 7 of these albums, and we'll kick this off with number 428 is Future Sex / Love Sounds by JT, Justin Timberlake. Number 429 is Insomniac by Enrique Iglesias. Number 430 is Cobio by Cobio Donis. And number 431 is Convict by Akon. Number 432 is Epiphany by T-Pain. Number 433 is Wanted by Bow Wow. And number 434 is Shock Value by Timberland. Next to the 2000s female singers, we got number 435 is Loose by Nelly Furtado. Number 436 is B-Day by Beyonce. And number 437 is Goodies by Sierra. And this album isn't with the 2000, but it was released later in the 2010s. And this would be a singer kick. That will be album number 438 is Love by Jennifer Lopez or J-Lo. Now back to the actual era of 2000s female singers. We got these last 4 albums for this, being number 439 is Back to Basics by Christina Aguilera. Number 440 is Hard Candy by Madonna. Number 441 is Doll Domination by the Pussycat Dolls. And number 442 is Killer Love by Nicole Scherzinger, transitioning to the last important albums for 2021. And we'll get this started with number 443 is Overcome by All That Remains. To these next two albums is number 444 is Reputation by Taylor Swift, and number 445 is 25 by Adele. These next four bundle of albums, that is with number 446 is Easy Does It by Eazy-E. Number 447 is Act 3, The Dark Era by Oni Inc. Number 448 is Vampire Weekend by Vampire Weekend. And number 449 is Heartthrob by Tegan and Sarah. Following that, with another bundle of albums, this is with number 450 is Awake by Alice in Wonderland. Number 451 is Jordan Sparks by Jordan Sparks. Number 452 is Viva La Cobra by Cobra Starship. And number 453 is The Fame by Lady Gaga. Now to these three bundle of albums, we got number 454 is When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go by Billie Eilish. Number 455 is Lightning by Matt and Kim. And number 456 is Just Desserts by Oni Inc. To these four bundle of albums, we got number 457 is Watch the Throne by Jay-Z. Number 458 is Demon Days by Gorillaz. Number 459 is Drugs by Destroy, Rebuild Until God Shows. And number 460 is LA Guns by LA Guns. These next two albums are number 461 is The Pink Prick by Nicki Minaj, and number 462 is Breakaway by Kelly Clarkson. Next to these three bundle of albums, we got number 463 is Perception by NF. Number 464 is Wolves by Story of the Year. And number 465 is Cowboys from Hell by Pantera. And to these two albums, we have number 466 is Tombs of the Mutilated by Cannibal Corpse, and number 467 is Hate Crew Death Toll US Edition by Children of Bodom. And here we are at the end of the album listening of 2021, being my New Year's resolution from last year, and we'll have this closure with the final day of 2021 listening. And we'll start this with album number 468 for 2021 being Heaven is the Chemical by Pariah Was One. To this next album, that is number 469 is Fever by Bullet for My Valentine. Number 470 is Ocean Eyes by Owl City. Number 471 is A Fever You Can't Sweat Out by Panic at the Disco. Number 472 is Art Angels by Grimes. Number 473 is White Pony by Deftones. Number 474 is Constitutional Chaos by A Burden on Society. Following that, number 475 is Toxicity by System of a Down. To album number 476 for 2021 being License to Ill by Beastie Boys. And then to the final 10 albums for 2021, still on December 31st before New Year's Eve. And we got here with album number 477 is Cog in the Machine by A Burden on Society, that I've listened to all their studio albums for the year at this point. Next up, we got number 478 is Coloring Book by Chance the Rapper. And I got my numberings mixed up, but I got it all corrected with the tweets and the corrections tweet with it. After that, we definitely got to listen to this album, that is with album number 479 for 2021 being The Predator by Ice Cube. Number 480 is XX by The XX. Number 481 is Don't You Fake It by The Red Jumpsuit Apparatus. Following that, number 482 is Pure Heroin by Lorde. So long and good night. With this next album, number 483 is 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge by My Chemical Romance. Album number 484 for 2021 is Dreaming Out Loud by One Republic. To album number 485 is The End by Oni Inc. I've managed to listen to all the studio albums released by Oni Inc. That's pretty cool for have it for this New Year's resolution. And now finally the last record for 2021 that I'll never be rickrolled ever again, but possibly will be, but I have the chance to make this my final record, being album number 486 for 2021, being Whenever You Need Somebody by Rick Astley. After all that, with the 486 albums for 2021, this is my Spotify wrap for 2021 with all my top artists, top songs, top genres, and the 31,727 minutes I've listened to for the year. But this was only for the statistics for January till the end of November. Following that, these are all the albums that are my CD collections that I've gotten throughout the years, along with all the musicians I have met throughout the years, including many of my favorite musicians. As for listening to the music with the musicians I've met, I've also listened to the music with the musicians I work with in the Las Vegas music scene that have released their albums throughout their careers. And finally, all the albums featured are a reference of proof to listening to them all throughout 2021. Thank you for watching, and there may be a physical copy version of this video of all the albums I listen to in the near future.